Yo, welcome back to Crazy Bowl TV. Thank you so very much for joining us with another edition. Big up yourself, people in the chat. Thank you. People gonna watch it later, but let's do some ground cleaning. We got the legend in the building, aka Savage. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. We also have the main man, none other than K Mac, aka DJ K Mac. I didn't even know. I just found that out. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for coming through. And please, people, not that you're just gonna do the same share, subscribe that, but please go to these brethren's channels and subscribe and share with fam and like what they do, because trust me. And of course, Savage, you see Savage across different platforms. He has the Savage Talk Wrestling. He has Savage Talk Football, and of course, you see him on our brethren Endsman TV's channel. So please go there and subscribe. I'll put it in the content later. And then, of course, K-Mac also have the same thing. Another hardworking man in the Liverpool content creators universe.
I'll stick the links in the chat now.
Yes, please do so. People in the chat, you know the deal. Share, subscribe, like. And when you do subscribe, don't forget the notification bell, man, because that's how you know we are on here. You'll be notified ASAP. Otherwise, you're going to receive this show on Tuesday, or if you're lucky. Otherwise, it's going to be 2 weeks down the line. And the reason why I'm saying that is because yesterday I was on, Savage channel, and we had good conversation about, basically we're just going to continue the same conversation today. It was big, grown folks conversation. Agree, disagree, indifference. We continue. But yes, please, you know the deal for this channel. 21 likes is the minimum. It's not for me. It's for the 21 kids. And then we are almost there at 280. So everybody in the chat, if you haven't subscribed, if you hit subscribe, we'll get to 280, and then we start a new goal. So before the end of the month, we need to be at 300. So let's get that done. But gentlemen, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. England to through, great. Looking forward to that. Some terrible football matches though we've just witnessed. But yeah, I'm good. I'm knackered. I've been gardening and planning to move house. Knackered. This is just refreshing to get away from it.
The man said I've been gardening.
Yeah, I hear it, man. Yesterday I done so much streams and that, man. And last stream finished at like 4:30 in the morning, and then
man,
I don't know, man. I was all right, man, but I don't know, bro. Like, I've been trying to be optimistic about football and that, and obviously I love it, so I'm always gonna watch it. So it's not like I'm gonna give up on it, man. But I have to say, man, seeing Thiago retire, man, is just another baller gone, bro. And I can't take it anymore. I've had a shambles of a season. Obviously, I know the teams that are following that. And I've seen Cruz have his last game. Royce have his last game. Thiago's had his last. Bro, I can't. Bro, Klopp's gone. I can't. It's too much, bro. It's too much, bro. It's ballers as well.
Yeah.
Bobby's retired to be a pastor in Brazil. Everyone's going early.
Just to see what we've been left with, man. Like,
man,
don't get me wrong, there's ballers around the world and stuff like that, but what we've been left with compared to what we had, and I'm not doing the old man thing, by the way. I'm not literally, I can't do it. And then I just went to look and see if Thiago put any message out and stuff, and somebody tweeted a list of loads of players that don't play anymore. And it did, bro, horrible. Look at, I'll tell you this year. Thiago, Cruz, Rooney, Van Persie, Ozil, Ribery, Robin, PK Silva, Yaya Toure, Fabregas, Gareth Bale, Hazard, Higuain, Aguero, Tevez, Fernando Torres, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. None of them play anymore, bro. It's over with. And there's more to add to that list as well.
Who's the Hazard as well? He packed it in recently as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was young. As well.
Savage, now that you're saying that, man, there was a comment by Maradona. And when he said, when I look at Ronaldinho, I know football is going to be all right. I don't have to worry about the future of football. Now that you mentioned especially the two people who just retired this year, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm worried.
Okay, so if I asked you to, based on what Maradona said,
yeah,
if you look at somebody who will
that's where I was going with. That's where I was going. I watched the Copa America. They told me there's this youngin by the name of Hendrick, and this guy looks like I don't want to. I'm just going to be quiet.
Don't cook him too much, man.
I'm not going to say because they will tell me I'm body shaming. And I'm like, okay, 17-year-old kid.
I was going to say something then, sorry, but you just said it at the end, body shaming.
I don't want to body shame the kid. He's 17-year-old, so eventually he's going to grow. He's going to stretch out,
It's growing that way.
I'd love to just give people a bit of insight to Hendrick before anyone has any expectations of him. He doesn't play football like the original.
The old Brazilians.
He plays more European style. So before anyone's looking for rainbow flicks and Neymar stuff, just forget about it, bro.
Nah.
He's got to look at Elvis Quiff and that, bro. The little Bruno Mars hairdo and that. It's not the same, man. But you're right, man. There's no one left, is there?
There's no one left.
Give me a name, bro.
Now, last time I was sitting there, I'm looking at Mbappe. I was like, Mbappe, at your best, you are almost on the same vicinity as Henry. You are not way better than Henry. Maybe this is where we are, where if Henry was transplanted in this era, he is the best player on the planet, bar none.
How old is Mbappe now? 25?
25.
Right,
and he looks like he's hit the wall. And he looks like he hit the wall.
Support him in that, innit? But I have to say, like, even just based off what I've seen so far, and I said this before he was going to Real Madrid as well. In fact, I made the comment last season. I said if Mbappe and Haaland are the faces of football, then don't try and tell me about standards anymore, bro. Because they're good in their own right, but that can't be the standard of the best. Off the back of Ronaldo and Messi and then all them other legends, what we just said. I can't. Yeah. So he's nowhere near Henry. Nowhere near, bro. The only comparison they give him, they're both light skinned, they're very fast, and the French, bro. That's it, bro.
Same haircut.
That's it, bro. There's no comparison. And Haaland's the best at what he does, bro, but he ain't trying to do anything else apart from that. So where's the Mavericks? Where's the attraction? Where's the ones who can do both? Where's the ones who can have end product and do the magic?
Yeah.
There's no like people. Coutinho's just finished his contract at Villa.
Yeah.
I can
Coutinho was one of them. Even his name, bro. Come on, man. We got Coutinho and Thiago at Liverpool, bro. Can you believe this shit?
I can name three, actually. I can name three. There is hope, but it is dwindling because I totally agree with you. I was like, if you're looking at the real top of their game, like really top of their game guys, you've got Mbappe and you've got Haaland.
Haaland is not at top of his game. Haaland
is horrible to watch.
Oh.
He's horrible to watch.
Haaland
he's effective, but he's horrible to watch. Like even at Dortmund. He's not easy on the eye at all.
He's way better to watch at Dortmund than he is at Man City.
Yes,
way better.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't even blame Haaland as well because he's so efficient at what his job is. Why would he change? But for football, bro,
Haaland does exactly what it says on the tin. Like score goals. Like that's it. Like so. The reason why I say there's a little bit of hope is Kvaratskhelia is a bit of a maverick. Like socks down, no shin pads, baller. Like he needs a big club, and then maybe we can have a conversation. I think Musiala needs a better manager at a bigger club. I know Bayern Munich are a massive club, but I think a better manager, and I think you might be looking at him to some extent. And then you've obviously got Jude Bellingham, but it depends what happens with Jude Bellingham. Like, it just depends.
Jude's my guy, man. It's probably my favorite player, bro. I love Jude, but I won't lie. Like let me be perfect because I don't want to diss these players. For the standard, what's out there now, the players that you just mentioned are some of the best in the world. For the standard of just football in general, bro, current Bellingham ranked amongst even just old English players. He's nowhere. He's not.
The fact that they don't know who's gonna even
he's not even close to like Lampard at that age yet.
Savage. If England had lost to Switzerland and some way Switzerland wins the league, we were talking about Xhaka being probably Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah. Xhaka was the best player, bro.
No disrespect to Shaka, but I'm just saying though.
The levels,
okay. See, this is the part where let's talk about this. Deep dive, right? No Diddy. When we say world class, you have to understand that there are people before whoever you put in there. So if I put who do people call world class? Trent. I'm looking at Trent in the same light as I'm looking at Maradona, right? Because they are in the same boat, even though Maradona is 2-3 steps ahead of a lot of people who are even in the world class.
Okay, the best way to look at Trent is look at Marcelo.
Marcelo, exactly. So now I'm looking at them, I'm like, Trent, world class. So that means when we have a world class party, you know how they say when you want to buy a Rolls Royce, you have to have a Rolls Royce before. So you're telling me we're having a world class party, and you got to allow certain men to be sitting there with some of the OGs, and the OGs are sitting there like.
If there's a world class party, all the players that we just mentioned are at the cloakroom taking the mandem's coats, bruv. They're not allowed in. They can just take they can wear a tux and that, bruv. They can't get in though. They just have to hand out the liquor.
You see what I'm saying?
You mentioned Vinny. Okay, that's a perfect example. Yeah. Remember, I'm a Real Madrid guy, bro. I love Vinny. Vinny is probably the closest to the old Brazilian style and stuff.
Yeah.
But I watch him every week, bro. He ain't as consistent as you think he is. He's getting there. And you got to remember that when he came to Real Madrid as well, bro, like he weren't pulling up trees and that. This has been the last few years that, Ronaldo and that left and he's took the mantle. But even then, and it's they can't do nothing about it because there's no more players coming through. And the way people are coached now is the other way around, isn't it? The coach to be less mavericky because we can get more out of you if you're more efficient. I just look at all these players, Saka, all these players like Cold. I like Saka's really good actually, but
yesterday.
But even still, man,
we brand these kids. I don't know whether it's
robotic. That's what it is.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I don't know whether it's because I don't know if it's the academies. Remember back in the day, especially in England, they used to say England academies used to destroy certain players. They didn't allow players like Joe Cole and the Wilshires to come through because they were very mavericky. And now it's like, okay, we have so many academies, and are we giving these kids? Like somebody made a comment where I think it was Bielsa who said the game was for poor people. So the poor kid will kill himself to come through, and then you get the Ronaldos, Ronaldinhos, all those kids from the
flipping favelas.
Is what I'm saying?
Poverty money, bro.
Exactly. So now the academies have been spread across the globe, where these kids are now being seen quicker, right?
Yeah. The money's in the game early.
It's in the game early. So you are brainwashing them way before they actually give you that.
I agree. You see how comfortable the players seem, especially the ones who are up and coming. I would be like not anxious, but when I was in the Blues Academy, before every session I went there, I was always a little bit worried and that because I knew that people get released and I was just like, nah, I need to get my head down and try and do these kind of things. And one little distraction can take you out, bro. These lot are just chilling, bro. They're just chilling. The money's there early. The big contracts as soon as they get. I'm not trying to take the piss out of these players, but you see how Manu was dishing out all them big contracts to like Rashid and all them. He just. Now, I don't blame Real Madrid because the Galacticos are on their own doing that before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They got the best players.
Switched it around now. They actually do less than that now. They don't buy as many big players now, but I don't know, man. I mean, Barcelona's always a hope because of La Masia. You always hope that they bring through some kids and that, brother. Maybe we'll see Ronaldo and Messi's kids and that, bruv, come to the forefront or something. But sorry,
one thing I want to say on that as well is Messi and Ronaldo got big contracts when they were young, and they were on big money when they were kids. They were like they paid Messi a lot of money when he was 17. Ronaldo got his move to Man United when he was 18. They were on big money, big wages, and they were performing at the top level. The difference now, you don't see players with that amount of commitments.
Right.
It doesn't matter about the money. It's about just being the best in the world and the best at your game. and that's what we're going to miss. You're not going to get another Ronaldo and Messi. I just don't think you're ever going to get another Ronaldo and Messi. I just think they're one of a kind. Like, they're still going now. like we keep on saying it every year. You're not going to get another one, and they're still around. Like,
the worst thing
Ronaldo hasn't even said he's not going to play in. And Ronaldo's not even said he's going to quit Portugal yet.
That's what I was going to say.
I rate him and Pepe for that still. I like the fact that they're still trying on it. But the managers have to do the better job and, take them out, put them out of their misery sometimes if they have to. The worst thing about what K-Man just said is, he said we won't see enough Ronaldo and Messi. Bro, forget Ronaldo and Messi. We might not even see the level below them again.
Bro.
Yeah, you're true.
Neymar is the level below them, right?
Exactly.
What?
Neymar's fat, bro.
But Neymar sold out. Neymar sold out when he went to PSG. He was in his prime. He could have gone to another big club.
He tried to go back,
really gone for it. Messi went there. He was like 34.
Yeah, he regretted that shit real quick. I saw there's that Neymar documentary that he made. I think it was in lockdown and stuff, and I think PSG got to the Champions League final. But he was saying he wanted to push for the move back there,
back to Barcelona.
His dad was moving a bit funny in that still, but. Yeah, bro.
They pay them a lot of money. These days, I'm a billionaire. I'm not going to give you Savage 200 million of my money. And then you're going to be like, Kwesi, I love your channel, but I'm going back to ends, man. Bro, 200 million of my money. You didn't ring the fine print. This death row contracts, man.
Don't be surprised if you see Yamina Lamal at PSG. Seriously.
They're willing to pay 250.
Seriously,
I got that £1 billion buyout clause, boy.
Yeah, you can say what you want about like the player wouldn't do that, like he's committed, but they'll throw a ton of money at him like they did with Mbappe.
When is PSG going to give up on that project, bro?
I thought they said they did after selling Mbappe.
Yeah,
they let Neymar go, they let Messi go.
Yeah, because to the youth watching and that who like didn't really care about PSG before the big names got there. When I was growing up, PSG wasn't a big team, bro. Like they weren't this massive. Marseille and Lille and all that was bigger than PSG, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember when they had like Ronaldinho and Arteta and that in that team, they wasn't a big team, bro. They weren't like a really big team. And then they just threw all that money in there, man. I think they should just give up. You're right, they did say that they was going to give up on that and start using it. They got people like Coutinho and that I like at the club, but I don't know, man. Like the big contracts are a problem, and it used to feel like the money. Not that I care about that money, because you get your money in it, go feed your family. I don't care.
Yeah,
but it felt like before the money used to match up with the talent of the players, and it don't feel like that now. And I'm not disrespecting any of the players who've got big money. Even like the signings, the moment people like Grealish that went for 100 mil changed the game. God. Because the big contract before that was Neymar. So how have we gone from like Neymar and Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo and then Grealish?
Actually, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Play Doku ahead of him.
I'm gonna put a little bit of blame on certain man in them shoulders, and of course, the fans, social media fans, are also largely to be blamed. If we're putting the blame across the whole football universe. Pogba, Neymar, Balotelli. These are the three biggest reasons why football is going where it was. They did not do what they were supposed to do. They got the money quick, like everybody said. But if you look at these three talents that we did not see at the fullest of their ability, it's a crime to the football kingdom. And the fact that we rewarded them to being a social media king card, as well as let's blame Kim Kardashian.
Hey man, leave the Kardashians out of this one.
That's because they gave them the same thing. Pogba was more focused on his brand, the whole brand, social media brand. Bro, you not winning anything, and you are happy talking about, they're not giving. They let you play every position, brought players around you, whether Man U or shit or not. You chose to go back to Man U. Balotelli, same thing. Instead of focusing on the football, he want to be like, what about me? That foolishness that he put it in around him. Neymar, you were the apparent heir to the throne. You were supposed to actually snatch that throne from Messi earlier, after you guys won the Champions League. That one where you were supposed to take over the throne. What did he do? I'm gonna go to my sister's birthday party.
I mean the Balotelli one, like to a certain extent, you kind of he won them the league. Like,
yeah, he went to City for 20. I think he went to City for 24 mil, which was still.
like, he did win them the league.
Yeah.
The Pogba one. I mean, they signed Pogba at the right time. It's not like you didn't get him when he was in his prime. He was like literally flying at Juve when they signed him. It's just I just think he didn't have the mentality to be able to handle that much pressure at Man United, and he was one of the kids there as well, wasn't he? So it was like,
yeah, he was. Well, there's a problem when he first
put
left.
a lot of pressure on him.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Because obviously we can only go off speculation of some of the players until you hear them speak. Sometimes you hear them speak, and then the way they talk doesn't match up with the way the press present them. If you hear Pogba speak in his documentary and that, it don't sound like how people make him out to be, and it sounds like he just wants to play football and that. But when you put your trust in like agencies and stuff like
Raiola
that,
is part of it.
Yeah. In the documentary, when he's trying to leave Man U, he doesn't want anything to do with it. You can like Raiola's in the house. I've got this call. He said, yeah, you deal with it and then talk to me after. And he doesn't want anything. He just wants to play football. But I guess remember these people are the agents that from when they're kids, bro. And for some of their parents, especially if their parents are already poor or not well off, well, the parents just assumes that person knows what their job is. They show them a portfolio and go, look, these are all the other players we've got on our books, and they're doing great. And the parent says, all right, then just make sure that my son gets taken care of and blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, the agent becomes like their second parent, bro. They spend more time with the agent than their parents, and then you get done over, man. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's your parents who are the agents, and they do you over as well. So
I mean, Balotelli got done over by his own brother and his agent.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing with Delete. Same agent. Now
the thing about Balotelli as well is Savage is right about the fact that his personality is definitely portrayed as something different, and the type of player that he is something different. Because from the stuff that you heard about him being with the French team, like he was the catalyst why they won.
He was.
I mean, he was the catalyst. He was doing the team talks.
Yeah, I mean,
to the team.
The thing with Pogba is when he went that year they won the World Cup, the French players told him none of that dapping and social media nonsense. We are here, we focus. And guess what? He abided by that and he was focused. As a matter of fact, he did something that LeBron James usually do. When it comes to playoffs, LeBron goes social media silent. You don't see him on social media during playoffs. You will not see him. That's something that Pogba did. And this is the reason why people, Pogba, Balotelli, they are being treated unfairly. Even Neymar, they are treated unfairly. But the problem is they focus more on trying to fight the media instead of balling out. Balotelli, you were supposed to ball out. It won't matter what they tell you in the media if you're balling out.
Yeah, Balotelli's like a problem child, isn't it?
You see what I mean? He was focused on, no, bro, just ball out. If you ball out, it won't matter what people say.
But Balotelli's too busy driving around in his camouflage Bentley.
Yeah, he was out here setting fireworks.
Handing out silver
fireworks, doing little silly
stuff to people in the street.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, maybe it's us that were being harsh to him because the players that we just mentioned, and you kept mentioning social media, and the age they are, even though they're not like super young now, you know what I mean? They're all over 30 or approaching that or whatever.
Yeah.
Even a small period of growing up with like being a teenager, I'm 34 now. I missed out on social media a little bit, like as a kid. So by the time I left, the year I left school, YouTube came out in 2006. I left school in 2006.
Yeah.
These lot were still in school, bro. So maybe it's just the fact that there's a part to it, not all of it, but there's a part to it that we won't understand because we're like, we'll just play football and it. Like, why are you doing all these dances on doing all this business and that? But then I'm like, whoa, if most people are doing it, then it's probably not that weird, isn't it? We're probably the ones who seem weird. And people like the pundits and that always seem, because remember, I came up in like apprentice era of football. I was playing in the academy from when I was like 9. So when I was there, people were the geezers that I looked up to who were young players, they were cleaning like the footballers' boots and that.
Can you tell Balotelli to go clean somebody's boot?
Exactly. And when I was at Birmingham, I think 2005ish, I was like carrying when like Heskey and that had finished training, we were carrying their stuff in, not cleaning it, but was carrying their stuff from training in, bro. These like it's like there's whole departments to do other stuff for everyone in it. There's no cleaning the boots and all that. It's completely different. So
from the comment you just said, Do you know how social media reacted when they saw Tony Cruz in the sink cleaning his own boot?
I know.
It was like, oh my God, have you seen that before? Oh man, he's so humble. Bro, that's where he came from. He's like, bro, I don't need somebody to clean my own boot. As a matter of fact, I would clean anybody else's boot. You don't have those type of, old school mentality where, respect the craft, respect the game. They don't, these kids don't respect the game.
They don't stay in their culture, innit? So they come from a culture of everything being humble and respectful.
Exactly.
But the best footballing clubs and stuff are in the West Side, innit? So when they come over and they see all the other kids acting a certain way, they naturally just go with it. Like they don't question it.
When
so
you're
it's
wrong.
a bit of a could you see how how do I put it? Because it's a group of players, but see all the South Asian players or the Oriental players in that. You got no problem. When was the last time you said anything wrong about the social media? There's no trouble. Doesn't Son seem like the most respectful human.
Look at Son.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't join the culture like
that.
Stay away from it. Yeah.
Doesn't Son still live with his parents?
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite footballers, but I love him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even we saw in the World Cup with the way the South Asian teams treated everyone, cleaning up their stuff in the
clean out the stadium after everything.
And everyone else was like, I seen when they did that, some comments were like, "Oh, that's very respectful," and some were like, "Ain't that what the cleaners have got a job for?" And that I'm like,
nah.
Yeah, the cleaner's job is to clean. It ain't to flipping to slave after you, bro. You can't just throw your little bandage around and not put it in the bin like a dickhead.
You know what I mean? And to just finish with this content, I mean, yeah, you're right. Where do you put Mane in this bracket? Pure football, and this also falls into African football too. Mane and Salah are dying breed. There's no other African player right now on that level. Back in the day, you have Eto'o, you have Didier, you have what's his name, Yaya Toure, even his brother. There was so many players. You have Asian, you have Samuel Jan, you have all these African players that was always in the limelight, like the big stars. Now, who? Mahrez is done. He's in somewhere, right? And Osimhen is not that dude. I'm sorry, I said it. Yeah, come get me. He is not that dude. When Ghana and Nigeria played, and he needed to score one goal to be able to take Nigeria to the World Cup, and he failed at that. Do you know the strikers that Nigeria has? Boniface, Osimhen, every top Lookman, all of them are from Nigeria. None of these players we are looking at it at.
I agree, man.
I'm very worried even with the African football. There is nobody.
I wouldn't argue if somebody picks Mane or Salah, but the last two best African players are Mane and
That's
Salah.
it.
I don't think it's bro. From what I've seen Mane do on the pitch, broski, that's a baller, bro.
I mean, literally, African football is in dire right now. Like, it's a problem.
Just watch Mane in that game against Bayern Munich away. Oh.
Man, it's crazy. But anyway, let's this is a whole conversation that I'm pretty sure my boy G is gonna listen to this and be like, I'm gonna have a show about it, because him, everybody is not good enough. Everybody is meaty. But big up yourself, Rachel. Appreciate you joining us. And people in the chat, thank you so much for having this conversation. We can see that this is a conversation that a lot of people have been thinking about. Like I said, go to Mandem's channel. Like, you see a little taste of what type of things we talk about. And, you got Savages in the building. You got K-Mac in here. Go to their channel, subscribe, and these are the type of content you're going to get. All right? And don't forget, we got boy Keeping It G channel. Go to Jamie. We got our boy Jamie on the other side. We got Ensman. So there's so many people that whether we agree or disagree, we rock with. And of course, my man Mons and the Kopish brothers. But I want to share this thing. I want y'all to listen to this. I think Savage is going to take the left field from what I'm going to show.
Can I just ask about Thiago though? Is he quitting to be a coach with Barcelona now? Is that what's happening? Or
I don't know about the.
I don't know. I'm just seeing it.
I just know he's retiring. I don't know what happened.
Is he just retiring and spending all the money that he made at Liverpool, not playing?
He'll be a great coach though.
I know he'd be a great coach.
Yeah.
He won't take that pay decrease though, will he? Blimey.
So I'm pretty sure everybody heard what this, Ants tried to explain it, but let's listen to what he said.
Chris Page at Redmen TV. I speak to fans every single day, and the dominating conversation right now is your preferred system. Obviously, we've seen it Feyenoord a lot, 4-2-3-1. At Liverpool, we're accustomed to seeing a 4-3-3. Is the formation and the system something that's a non-negotiable of your ideology, or will you look at your players and tailor your system to the players at your disposal?
I'm a bit sad is maybe not the right word, but I was hoping if people looked at my team, they would not say it's 4-2-3-1 or it's 4-3-3 or it's whatever formation you want to call it. I was hoping they would say, okay, there's a lot of freedom when they have the ball to take in different positions. So sometimes it's a 4-2-3-1, sometimes it's a 4-1-4-1, sometimes we do build up with 3. So there's a lot of freedom when we have the ball. Freedom. But if we don't have the ball, there's not so much freedom. Then we want to be really aggressive, and there's only one way, and that's everybody is mostly keeps his position. So I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I say I prefer 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 or 4-1-4-1. There's a lot of players taking in a lot of different positions. So if you would have asked me, I would have said we play 4-3-3 instead of 4-2-3-1 as Feyenoord. But we did build up a lot of times with 3. Fullbacks have different roles, so I'm curious who told you that we played 4-2-3-1. Maybe that one should go to get his license or analyze a bit better.
Do I need to play it again for people?
I don't quite understand it because he kind of backtracked on what he said in the first place. It's very, yeah. It's like he said he plays 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-1-2-1. Like so, it was like, okay. So and now he's saying, oh, it's just 4-3-3. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. I just love the fact that he was sat there with our director of football, so we know who the fuck that is now.
Mm-hmm. So this is the thing. When he said this, social media went uproar and said, he killed all the tacticals. Everybody who said 4-2-3-1, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. From what I understood, is exactly what Ensman said over there. Said if you are reading between the lines, which all Liverpool fans like to do, or football fans read between the lines, he's saying, don't put me in a box. Right?
Yeah, from the first statement he made, that's what it sounded like.
You see what I'm saying? But yes, he said, if you were to ask me what formation I start with, is a 4-3-3. But then it morphs into. Is that what you heard, or am I?
No, that's exactly what he said. But all I'm saying is, he said, if you'd ask me, and he's the only opinion that matters. So
yeah,
it ain't the fact that everyone's wrong; it's the fact that everyone was speaking with so much certainty because people are afraid to just say, "I don't know."
Yeah,
because ain't nobody watching Feyenoord games, bro. What, bro? I keep telling man this, bro. Like, bro, come on, man. Why, bro? Ain't no one trying to watch Feyenoord, bro. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, bro. The league's a bit stinky, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you have to argue between Feyenoord and Partick Thistle in the Scottish League, you know what I mean? Probably watch more Scottish games, bro. Like, it's okay, bro. But I just find it funny. You know what I mean? Jokes. Yeah. I did find it funny when he mentioned to get your license and that. And it's more funny to me because if you heard what I think it was Chris Page speaking for Redmen TV, he actually said we speak to Liverpool fans every day, and he was basing it off what all the fans have said as well. Even though on Redmen TV they do the deep dive. It's him and I don't know what the other guy's name is. Don't want to get it wrong. The young guy. He's actually really good. He's always there with the laptop and going through the tactics and that. He's really smart in what he talks about. Yeah, but he was speaking with so much certainty about what Slot was doing. So I'm like, Chris Page asked the question, and he's the one who has to take the brunt of it, even though it's not him mentioning it. But let's be honest, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because he's coming to Liverpool now. Yeah, but it was just funny for me, and I'm guessing big on Enz and that. Enz probably said this because Enz might have said that he plays 4-2-3-1 as well. Right. No, most people have made a comment like this is because they said they played, and it's okay.
You know where that comes from, though? Do you want to know where that comes from? The 4-2-3-1
What?
is people talk about the double pivot that he plays.
Yes.
He just automatically put 2 in midfield.
Mm.
And you just automatically put that 2 there, so you go,
Mhm.
okay, so it's 4-2. Yeah.
Now I have a question.
A single striker most of the time.
Yeah.
And if you look at all his tactics that he said, he's playing one striker in the middle.
One striker at a time.
I do get what
So
it means though, because if you for example, if he asked Guardiola, no one ever asked Guardiola. Guardiola's been here for ages, isn't it?
Mhm.
So no one asked Guardiola the question. But if you ask Guardiola what formation does he play, he might have the same kind of answer, bro. Because we all know that once Man City kick off, the formation never looks like it does on paper. It doesn't look anything.
No.
They've got two. Bro, every time I watch Man City, I'm purposely trying to study them, not because I'm going to do anything with my coaching.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating that they play with just 2 centre backs high up the field. I'm like,
Mhm.
where's everyone else gone? They're everywhere, and there's just 2 centre backs.
Right.
I'm like, this is a crazy form, and that's why they keep the ball so much. Because if you notice when Man City lose the ball and someone breaks on them, they look like they're in trouble all the time, bro. The good thing for Man City is they very rarely lose the ball, so they're fine with it. And then Rodri does what he does for Spain, where he can just float around and be the extra man no matter where he is on the pitch. I think it's cold still, so yeah, man, dope.
No, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, YouTube University is where I got all these 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 is like he said, they developed from 3 in the back where one of the fullbacks inverts, but they don't invert all the way through to become a midfielder. They just becomes like one of the center backs, right? I think a lot of people who say double pivot was because of all the people who want Trent to play midfield. Yeah,
you're probably right though.
That is where a lot of it came from, where they'd be like, oh, he's gonna let Trent play midfield. Trent's gonna be the other DM, and McAllister is gonna be the other pivot. So the thing was, it was funny, but the part where I understand what you said, even though you gave a little, left jab in Ed's ribs.
Nothing. That's my guy.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't just what Ed said, but there was also other big channel personnel, Liverpool personnel, who also came out, and one of them is our brethren, who also came out and started making fun of people like, say, Ent, who said, "Oh, he played for."
Whoa! Who else said something?
No, they were like, see, they were. You know how the thing was. People were making fun of the Redman channel because he's the one who kind of 4-2-3-1. Yeah, damn people were making petty shot on social media saying Onslaught just killed all tacticals.
Listen, at the end of the day, man, content creators have content to make in it, so they ain't gonna get everything right. I don't think there's a shame in not getting everything right. I just think that sometimes with so much certainty, I don't like getting caught in it because I'm on the screen with most people in it. So I always ask the question like, "Are you sure? Do you know?" Because I don't. You saw that we did a video the other day, and then I think I don't know if it was G's stream is bringing up the team of what we would pick and stuff like that. And then I said, well, I think Annie was on there. So I don't know what formation to use because I don't know Slot's formation.
Right.
And in that video, it ended up with 4-2-3-1 as well. And I was just sitting there like, if this is what he plays, then okay, let's pick the team. But I literally give the disclaimer, bro. I do not know.
Yeah,
I don't know. And I guess I could have just checked my phone and checked any random final game.
Yeah,
but it's not the same, innit? And I told people I've only watched 2 final games, not in my whole life. I used to watch it when I was gambling and stuff like that. But I've only watched like 2 final games, maybe in the last 10 years. One against Atletico Madrid, and then the game, I think it was Slot second to last game, maybe the won like 4-0 or 4-1. That was it. I ain't watched any more of them. And the Atletico one looked like he was playing 4-3-3. Yeah, and then the other one didn't even look like a 4-2-3. It looked a bit weird, bro, but I couldn't tell. So all good, man. No problem.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, real quick, K-Mike, I know this Richard. Big up to Richard. He said, "Can we break down his interview?" Quick assessment on what you heard. Personally, what I saw was a very calm, collected director of football and a coach who seems to know that they have a plan and they don't care whatever any of us says. They're sticking to their plan, right? They're gonna work their plan. On social media, also, I heard people be like, "Why did Richard Hughes have to show up? should have been just onslaught by himself. People, Liverpool do not do things just the conventional way. We do things their own way. I think it was a great thing. And the fact that that Richard Hughes was so cool, calm, and collected, like he didn't even care that, hey, yeah, that's the dude. You guys talk to him. I'm just here for support. That's how I saw it. That's like people who are very comfortable with each other. That is what you want to see. You don't want people, and I think that's something that Liverpool want to show because of what
I think they're trying to move in a different direction.
Exactly.
I think they know that there's been moments where the fans feel left in the dark about stuff. And we've always worked under this like undercover thing, and we still will. But
yeah,
I said to you yesterday, the fact of on that inside training, most photographs that Arnslot went to take, there was another photograph with him and Richard Hughes, bro, and it was very apparent that like they came as a two. Like if you didn't know, if you wasn't a Liverpool fan and you saw that and you didn't know Arn spoke English, you'd think that Richard Hughes was an interpreter. He was right next to him the whole time.
Yeah,
and I think it's trying to send us a message on it, like yo. It takes a bit of pressure off Slot as well, because now with signings and stuff like that, as long as he does what he's doing on the pitch, if signings don't come in, pressure's not all on Slot. Like, oh my God, he's just a yes man, and why doesn't he do this? No, he's letting you know from the beginning. This is how I've always worked. I'm happy to work like this. There will be a discussion, but they're going to handle most of that stuff. Probably going to give him a list of players from what he picks from and stuff like that, and he's happy to do it, man. And why wouldn't he, bro? He's come from managing not scrubs and that, bro, but some lower level players compared to. The whole team he's got now is better than the final team. So for him, he's probably like kid in a sweet store, man. Like look, all these for us, we've seen these players a long time. Some of them not as long, and then into kids. For him, it's like I know that you fans want to get rid of this guy, or I know you fans want to not use Tyler Morton in midfield and stuff. But for me, I just see a threat. I just see this kid who's really good, and I can use him in a different way. And so that's why I'm not holding my breath on signings. Of course, it'll be nice to strengthen Liverpool's team, but I'm not going to be stressed about if he doesn't, because what am I supposed to do about it? I'm going to support Liverpool no matter what anyway. So
and we almost won the treble last season with what we had.
Exactly.
And we were decimated with injuries, by the way. But what I got from that as well is I got some key things from it, by the way. Michael Edwards is not involved in the day-to-day running of the club, as in director of football stuff, managing stuff. He's not involved in any of that. He's the COO of Liverpool. I got that. I got the fact that Michael Edwards signed Richard Hughes, and his job was to find the manager and to look after our transfers, and that is exactly what he's doing. Okay, because he was speaking to Slot way before anybody else, from what I got from what Slot said about Hughes and what Hughes said about Slot. So that's good. And it's the fact that they've now been in communication for quite a long time. And they're now in the process of pretty much completing every single coaching staff and personnel that's needed at the club. Because Slot nearly slipped that he's got 2 other people, but he couldn't say who they were. So that's sorted, and it looks like we've got some really good people, by the way, which is great. And from what I've got is, it looks like Manchester United have copied our model already.
It worked for Arsenal. It worked for Arsenal.
We got Michael Edwards back in, and Man United have basically gone down the same.
They've been trying to copy it though for ages.
They've been trying to copy it for ages.
How are they doing it? How are they doing it?
That's why when Edwards left, everyone tried to get him in on it. They've been trying to copy it.
And also, that's what Richard Hughes said. Like, he is the best.
Yes,
the best.
I was going to say that.
Country.
He said it. Yeah.
And what I got from Slot was, everybody's got a chance.
Yeah, I like it.
And that's what we never had. There were so many people that never had a chance. It didn't matter what they did. They were never going to have a chance because there was favourites. And now everybody's got a clean slate. And unfortunately, there are going to be quite a few players that probably will get sold because Slot probably doesn't see them good enough for the club. Even if the other manager thought they were amazing and they walked on water. And I think that's what we need. That's genuinely what we need. We need to be a club that is ran to perform and to get the best out of the players to become the winners of the league, and not about well, we just want to keep people happy, and we just want to
Yeah.
that needs to be taken out of it now. The emotion needs to be taken away now, and now is where the hard work comes. And even from like day one of training, they got rid of the lactate test now, and they've done this other test.
Yeah,
which
run
is good.
run a mile under 6 minutes.
Yeah, just kill yourself for 6 minutes, and let's see how
Let's
fit
say
you
how,
are.
you know, yeah. But this is the thing though, the way I see it, that Savage alluded to it. I think a lot of times there's been the rumors that I'm part of that say Klopp and Edwards were not, meshing around, right? They were fighting. And Klopp said, before Klopp left, he said, no, me and him, we were cool. He didn't leave because of me, even though it's very hard to prove or prove not. So I think this thing with Hughes, yes, this is the first time we introducing Hughes to the Liverpool kingdom. At the same time, he's not going to be he's going to be in the background, but we're just going to introduce you to him so you guys could see who it is. And then they both, the communication between them was absolutely just essential. But one thing that I think they're doing is they're also telling the players, the communication out here, we are one. Yeah. You could see that we are, and I think this is the power. I don't know if you guys seen it. They said it. We said we are not going to just rip everything that was done before. We're just going to continue and make changes as we go.
Yeah, you don't need to rip everything out. Clearly not. We was in a title race. Exactly.
Now, do you guys see this? I see it, that things are the same, but at the same time, they're different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like when De Zerbi took over Brighton. He didn't change it. He hardly changed anything, bro. Added a few different things and they were playing good football.
Yeah.
Why would you do that, man? You've got we know that in the back room, everything's damn near perfect already, so there's hardly anything to change there. Just add your own stuff. And then on the pitch, there was a few things to change that you can change quite simple. Klopp was in his last season and he's just going for it safe. I'm not against that. I don't care anymore. It's over with and it happened. But clearly, the little defensive tweak makes us better straight away. Instantly saves us about flipping out 9 points, even if you just wanted to be cautious instantly. Just, it just means that all of a sudden the strikers don't, on this one particular day, the strikers don't need to be on it. They can have a day off because they scored the one goal and we didn't concede, so we won 1-0. The fact that he said there's no freedom when it comes to defending, okay, that's perfect, bro. That means they're going to defend as a team. If you're not willing to do that, you might have to go on the bench, bro, because we need everyone behind the ball trying to defend. And that's what we need, everyone working as a unit. I like it, bro. He's got his own things that he wants to implement. All the players seem happy at the moment. And obviously, there might be some shocks that, there's players that are trying to leave not based on Klopp, but that they've been there a minute and they were going to leave anyway. He might see something in the odd one and be like, oh, you know what? I might use you still. This could work out. And he even said about the ages of the players, and he said, I don't care how young or old you are. As long as you're good enough, then we're going to try to use you on it. So,
yeah. But yeah, I mean,
I also like the fact that that he completely shut down some of the reporters. Literally, they said, "Oh, so what about Trent and what about Cody Gakpo? What's going on with their positions? They were played in the wrong positions." And he just turned around and said, "Well, I'm going to have a conversation with them about where I want to play them. They can be played wherever they want for international football because that's not part of what I do. But I'm going to play them where they're beneficial to the team.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, I'm going to have that conversation with them and not tell you now."
Yeah, right. Oh man, that is I
cold.
Totally forgot that. It was cold.
That's cold.
Simple. Somebody say, how many women hearts do you think Hughes has broken in his life? Is he that smooth?
Was that Richard Hughes or was that Pierce Bronson? I can't work out.
I ain't gonna go down this route again, bro. Because the last time Liverpool fans spoke about somebody like this, it was Sabazalai, bro, and we know what happened there, bro.
Somebody said, "Will Jones leave and get another homegrown?" I don't know. This is the thing, though.
Jones ain't going anywhere, bro. He looks like the happiest player out of everyone, bro.
Yes,
he's loving life.
In fact, right now, obviously the big boys ain't there anymore. Man, he's swanning around like he owns the place. Every time I see a video of him, he looks so happy. He looks like the older one now, isn't it?
Boy is like, I'm the captain now.
Yeah,
but I think
Tsimikas doesn't look happy though.
I think Tsimikas might move on, but
I think he's gone. And also Seth van der Beek just was walking around like a face like thunder Like, have you
He's
seen the
never
training
Vandenberg,
video?
literally, he's out of everyone. He looked like, yeah, I'm just here to
I
be
want out
here
of it.
until I
Like,
leave. Yeah.
Fabio looks very happy.
Yeah, see how happy he is when he finds
Yeah.
out there ain't no number 10 spot.
Fabio looks very, very happy.
when he hears that 4-3-3 comment,
You're
when
like,
he
yeah,
goes,
we're back. Oh, man. Oh,
as soon
But-
as you said that 4-3-2-1, no, don't play that.
yeah.
All the tens are like, what?
oh man, it's not again. But anyway, people in the chat, please hit that like button, people. Come on, hit the likes button. If everybody right now hit it, we will be over the 21. We will set a new record. And my kids and I can go to maybe IHOP and get some pancakes this
Mate, IHOP.
warm
IHOP.
Sunday, that is. Go to Mandem's channel, Savage. He got a couple of them. And then go to K-Mac. And usually you probably see K-Mac with, is it Frank? Frank's channel. Then
Yeah.
go show some love over there too. So please share, subscribe, and like. We are get us to the 280 so we could be on road for the 300 by the end of the month. Thank you. Now let's talk about some Euro and let's talk about Trent being the hero. You see what I did there? I saw a lot of. Okay, let's just.
Can I just ask a question to the
go ahead.
panel?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a shot by Saka or was that a cross?
No, it's a shot.
It was a shot.
Yeah, I've seen him do that a few times this season and last season. Well, the season before and the season before that.
And the other question is, why the hell has he not cut inside and done that the whole tournament?
He's been locked up, hasn't he? He ain't been able to get past anyone.
He's done it once.
Yeah, we've been passing the ball backwards, man. Crazy.
No, I mean, a lot of people were cussing out Southgate like he was not God's child. And then they're like, oh, he's setting up Trent to fail, blah, 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 blah. If Liverpool fans, I'm starting to feel like Liverpool fans are becoming like Arsenal fans. Yeah. We want Diaz to go away because he's not good enough. But we are not also giving Trent the same criticism.
Agreed.
Let's be honest. Trent has not been balling since the quad season. He has moments, but he has not been balling. Let's be honest. Trent is the world. We say he's a. Savage, do you agree that he's a world-class player?
Who, Trent?
Yeah.
I mean, based on the conversation we had earlier, no, but this current crop of people, yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, in this current crop,
and his form has dipped, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was a period in the season where he was really good for Liverpool as our best player before he got injured.
He was.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? But I'm saying if we say he's a world-class player, why are we babying him?
No, he should do world-class stuff, innit? You have to.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
That's the same thing I said about the Virgil thing. I said, like, yo, I've seen people give him the highest praise of no one can run past him and that. So if there's a few little people saying they don't think you're a good captain, just hold it, innit? That's what it is, bro. Like, so the best players do. The best players take that and then go and do better anyway.
Yes,
that's what it is. But I'm with you, man. I think what I try not to do, of course, there's always a Liverpool bias. That's normal.
Yeah.
But I'm an England fan anyway, so for me, once they're all on the pitch, I'm just like, whatever, innit? From Pickford to Kane, like, whatever, let's go and win the game. What Liverpool fans keep doing, I saw this for when Trent got taken off after the first game. They're like, oh, it's scapegoating him because he weren't the only one who was rubbish. I'm like, okay, well, you didn't have the same energy when he put Gallagher in the next game and then Gallagher got took out. No one said, oh, it's scapegoating Gallagher. No one said, I feel bad for Gallagher. No one said, oh, what? That's not fair. That's not the position he plays for. Yeah, he don't play that there for Chelsea either, bro.
Yeah.
So there's no skate. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they don't keep the same energy. When Rice has been cooked by people, he's not been good. So when he's been cooked by people, I ain't seen Liverpool fans going, no, that's unfair on Rice, that is. Rice doesn't play there for Arsenal anymore, bro. The last half of the season, he was in a different position and he played great.
And there's a reason why.
Exactly. So, and there's a reason why Trent doesn't play there for us as well. So we all have to say, like, say the truth, they're all playing shit, or they're all not playing very well, or just leave it and then baby everyone, bro. But they're grown men, bro. Like, they don't need you to be like, oh my God, it's not fair because... And all the people who said that Trent can't play in midfield, I've seen him play there. Well, we're all Liverpool fans. Yeah. And apart from inverted, we really haven't seen him play there, maybe like one game. So, and I don't want to hear stuff about the youth anymore, bro. He's been in. How long's he been in the Liverpool squad now? 6 years.
Mhm.
And we still want to talk about him as a youth player, bro.
No.
If that's the case, then Kelleher put him up front because he was a striker.
I've had this conversation a million times. Like we are not a project team. Like if you're challenging for the league, you are not a project. There's no project happening. And as soon as he comes back to Liverpool, he goes back as a right back, and he signs his new contract.
I agree.
And it's a done deal. And the biggest issue with Trent, and I've said this over and over again, is the coaches and the manager gave him too much freedom. Gave him too much freedom, and he was walking around like he owned the place.
Agreed.
And the manager should have just said, "You're a right back, stay there." And Trent's been interviewed as well, by the way. And they've asked him, like, "Where is your position?" And he says, "I play where I'm told."
He says that every single time.
He says that every time.
He's never changed his mind on that.
Every single time.
Never.
The last overlap he had with Gary Neville, and he asked him, "Should I play with the gaffer wants me to play?"
So he'll be told to play right back by slot, and that's where he'll play.
Yeah.
And he'll be amazing.
I mean, that's what
His
we
best
know.
game last season was against Tottenham, and he was a right back.
There's a right back. You know, and I like when he's more of a going forward, either he's overlapping or underlapping. None of this where I don't know where Klopp got this.
Right, man, because he was right back against Tottenham, right back against Man City, right back against Fulham,
and that's where he ball out. And when you tell people are like, "Oh, you saying he's not good? Look what he has done for us." Exactly.
Okay, so of all of those 50+ assists he's got, him and Robbo, bro, where did they come from? Midfield. They didn't.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the part where I'm like, Liverpool fans, we are part of his. If he's gonna twin down,
that's an interesting comment, that, by the way, because he will be pushed next season by Bradley.
Yeah, and which is what that's why we won.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that I love Trent, bro. But if Bradley plays better than him, then Trent can have to
sit on the bench.
I really don't care,
100%.
Bro. And we got to remember last time it wasn't that Klopp tried to throw Trent back in, because we know what happened with Bradley. He was cooking, and then the thing happened with his dad. Trent came back, and then obviously he was in the squad, on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, he was balling. I didn't see any bad games from Bradley last season.
Even when he had the own goal, he was still playing. He's playing well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think Liverpool fans, and some of it is also these good content creators, we babying our players. Oh no, if he did, trust me, what does he does that tells you he's a midfielder? What does Trent do that tells us that he's a midfielder? Because he can give a nice pass from one corner of the field to the other side of the field. I'm sorry. Trent is great when he's a right back. And this myth, I'm going to continue to talk about it. He can defend. When Trent wants to defend, he can defend.
I agree.
He is a very good defender.
Yeah.
It might not be his specialty, but he's a very, very good defender. He knows how to read the game. So I'm not giving him any excuses. If we're going to be saying no excuse for Diaz, no excuse for Trent. Don't tell me what he did. Oh, the Barcelona kicked the corner quickly. That one is great when it's time to build a statue for him. Right now,
when he took that corner, is that right back? So Trent's never won a trophy at Liverpool not playing at right back. Never.
Thank you.
No trophy.
The best Trent we're ever going to see is when the whole game is in front of him, and that's when he's at right back, because the whole game's in front of him.
Yeah.
He's in midfield. There's too much stuff going behind him, and that's his Achilles heel. That's always going to be Trent's Achilles heel. So keep the game in front of him, and
and whatever he did, okay. So he came off the bench 5 minutes and he scored a penalty. He's supposed to be a mentality monster, right? That's why Klopp called it. Coaches usually take a goalkeeper out and bring a goalkeeper in to do the penalty kicks, bro.
Well, France tried to bring Giroud on, by the way, to take their penalty.
To just take a penalty.
That was basically they were just bringing him on to take a pen.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I do. I mean, I really hate Southgate, like almost as much as Brendan Rodgers, if I'm honest. and for Saka and Trent to take the fourth and the fifth penalty, for me, I was just like, really, you're gonna make Saka take a penalty after the hate he got off the last one. And apparently there was a couple of players, big players, that said they didn't want to take penalties.
Yeah, Trent has opened up a whole kind of worms where people are like, who are these men? Them.
Yeah,
you know the team is going to be looking at him sideways.
Trent throwing people on the bus. I said Trent.
I think
he's talking to his brother. He's talking to his brother
privately.
Yeah, privately. And someone's recording him.
Savage. You know, these players know when they are in the public view, everything they say, people are trying to listen.
Where he's standing when he's speaking to his brother, bro. Like
in the fence.
He's not even speaking that because let's be honest, yeah, it's not like we heard every single word he said.
He walked into the. I believe he was asked, so how did you end up getting the penalty kick? You just got off the bench. How did you get it? He said, well, homie didn't want to take it. No, and I don't think it was just one person. I think there was 2 or 3 people who didn't want to take it.
Yeah, probably.
I can guarantee Kane wouldn't have wanted to take a penalty.
Didn't he subbed him?
He was off anyway.
So he'd have been fine with going off.
And personally, what Southgate did has brought back Saka is going to be a better player from now on. Watch. He has exercised the demons. Trent has shown that, yeah, I'm a mentality monster. It doesn't matter what kind of pressure you put me in. And this is a world-class player. That's it.
I mean, jokes aside of everything I said yesterday and trying to throw the man under the bus and that.
Yeah.
They literally were the best penalty takers.
True.
They were Trent's literally the only one that I'm like, well, he doesn't really take penalties for like that for Liverpool. The rest of them, like Cole Palmer's scored 11 out of 11 last season. Tony's always doing the no-look penalty and staring that man in his face and that. Yeah, I mean, so Saka's Arsenal's penalty taker as well. So it makes sense that they're the guys who took the penalty.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, they got the job done, bro.
They got the job done. They got the job done. You have to big up Southgate for that. As much as I think he's.
I did write in the chat like as Foden and Walker got nudes on Southgate or something. like how bad games do they have to have, and they just carry on playing.
Sorry.
Like
I guess and I know we're talking about the players. I mean, didn't France also kick Mbappe out so that he doesn't have to take penalties?
Mbappe took himself off, boy. This geezer said, my mask is itching. I need to come off the pitch, bro.
I think Mbappe needs a diet.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on there, bro.
I'm sorry, but from what I'm seeing from Copa, right now, people, Savage has said this, and you didn't agree. AFCON has been the best tournament this year. Bro, AFCON has been. Do you know my man own goal is on 11 goals right?
Is it 11 now?
11.
I mean, have you looked at that? I genuinely believe it comes off Gakpo.
Gakpo didn't touch it. Gakpo just happens to be there.
Like his foot's on the ball with the other guys.
I don't want to be this guy, bro, but I actually think it's a foul from Gakpo, bro.
Yeah, it does look
I
like a foul.
I think he kicks the guy's foot into the ball, bro. But hey, do you think Gakpo, man? I think the tournaments could be made a little bit better. I seen the pundits saying just send it straight to penalties. I just think you should bring back golden goal, bro. Bring it back, man.
That was all right. That.
Oh man, that was a heart attack. People were dying, man. People were dying.
You have to do one of the two, innit? Bring back golden goal or let it go to penalties, because then it means that.
That's why I like the Copa America, where it's like straight to penalties. Straight to penalties. There's no need to play those extra games. It's like, okay, what kind of drama do you want?
The crazy thing is, though, is like with the Euros, they obviously introduced more teams, and
they did.
And everyone thought that it would be like it'd be really bad, but those games have been the best games.
All the smaller nations have been the best teams.
All the top teams have just been dross. Like honestly, only Spain have been half decent. Like honestly, every single team's been crap. Like in the top 10, and then all the lower sides have been brilliant. Like so it worked.
The Copa America, Uruguay, Colombia, that came in.
Get rid of all the top 10 teams. Just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Not let them have a tournament. And then
Diaz versus Nunes next game. Copa. Uruguay, Colombia.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, it's funny. Liverpool players against each other. It was Nunes versus Alisson. Now Nunes versus Diaz. Now Gakpo versus Trent.
Gakpo, Virgil, Gravenberch versus Trent.
Trent and Gomez.
Yeah.
And I told you guys, for petty reasons, I want Virgil to win the Euro so that these hating OGs from Netherlands will shut the hell up. But let's talk about Copa a little bit.
England
Did you
are gonna
like
win
what
the
you
Euros.
saw with Nunes?
England are going to win the Euros.
You
Yeah,
think
flipping
so?
hope I love it.
No, you're sleeping on the Spain,
Win the
man.
Euros.
I think Spain will beat France. Except that the French defense is solid, right?
I just think we've got too many clutch players who just pull it out the bag. Like you know,
Yeah.
to have like Jude and Saka and those guys just we never had players that were just like that. It was all about the team.
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem to be about the team now.
I was hoping that
Why
Harry
not?
Kane was injured when he came off yesterday, bro. Because don't play Harry Kane, we'll win the tournament. Wait, bro, trust me. He's just useless, bro.
He's useless. He's injured.
Play Watkins or play Tony. Give them something that no one have ever seen before. Bring Kane off the bench.
I mean, even Bowen. Like, how's Bowen not got any more chances? I
feel bad for Bowen, man. He came on the first game in the second half and just to defend, and then that's it. He ain't played since. Gomez ain't touched the pitch. Wharton ain't touched the pitch.
Playing Eze as a left back.
They're starving Gordon of minutes. I don't know if it's some humiliation ritual that Southgate's brought Gordon along, bro. Or is he mad at Gordon for falling off his bike and embarrassing himself, bro? Because he just won't use him. Bro, don't tell me you never saw that Luke Shaw looked like a plus-size model when he came on yesterday, bro.
He did, didn't he?
He was all slow and that. I mean, to be fair to him, he did actually make it to the byline loads of times, bro. Whereas Trippier didn't make it there at all, and he sent some crosses in, but he was moving so slow. I'm like, bro, this geezer's fat and unfit, bro. Yeah, but
did Trippier play?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was on the pitch.
The left back. They subbed him. I think they subbed him for Trent, right?
He was on the pitch.
He's a wing back, bro. That's what I'm saying. Him and Saka are both wing back. Saka was getting to the byline.
I thought Saka played there.
Nah, it's crazy. I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. What is that Darwin's conversion rate then?
He said Darwin conversion rate compared to like literally 10%.
Yeah, well,
he missed a huge chance last night to win the game.
Yeah, and he plays way more games for Liverpool as well.
That header.
Yeah. But looking at Brazil, Alisson, he was clutch for one, he saved the penalty kick. But the other one, Ugarte, when Man U fans get them, they're gonna be using it against Liverpool fans. But I'm glad Alisson needs a break. It seems to me that Brazil players don't want to be there. I'm sorry. K-Mike, I know you like this kid, Rodrigo, but Rodrigo did nothing the entire tournament. Nothing. Right?
They still haven't done anything the entire tournament.
True. What's
That's not Rodrigo's fault.
Yeah.
Who's the manager? Who is the manager? Like, I have no idea.
I don't know
who
who
is.
Like,
but anyway, get the Brazil job now.
Yeah. Moving forward. Let's talk about some transfers. Big up to everybody in the chat. Thank you so well being rocking with us. Appreciate every single one of you. Please share, subscribe, and like. Like I said, go to Savage channels. He got a couple of them. Go to K-Max channel, subscribe, like. Don't forget the notification bell. So when he's on, you know that, that's man. Otherwise, you get a show and you think, oh, it's live. Then you know that it was like 2 weeks ago. So we are almost at the 280 mark. Please subscribe if you haven't, get us there so we can get to the 300 by the end of the month. So please subscribe if you haven't and get us over 21 likes, please. But it's for the kids. We're trying to go to IHOP. We're going to go eat some pancakes. But anyway, people, Ryan Ait Nouri, it seems like it's a very, very short thing. We don't know, but that's why the speculations are. What's his name? Fabrizio said Liverpool are doing a lot of things behind the scenes. Something is about to pop up very, very soon. We don't know, but Liverpool back to you don't know, and it will just happen. But what do you guys think about? I
love him, I do. Ait Nouri, cold.
Yeah, great player.
He's cold. He's not. He wasn't my first pick, but he was my second pick. So that's fine. I wanted Robinson in it, but he's cold. He's cold, man, and it'll be great
Yeah.
for Liverpool, bro. He offers something different. Very skillful
Yeah.
player. Actually,
Mhm.
way better defensively than people think. It's just that people don't pay attention to him
Yeah.
defensively. So, good pass with the ball. So yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He'll help us out, bro.
You're good. K-Man, what do you think?
Ait Nouri, Edwards wanted him before he went to Wolves. Like we were looking at him when he was in France before he went to
Yeah, because I
Wolves.
think he used to be. He was spoken about when he Paris FC. I think he played for.
Yeah, it was someone like that.
Yeah. He's all right, man. Good.
Yeah, I think he's cheap as well. I think we probably get him for a lot less than people are saying. If he's on the committee's list, he's on the committee's list, and
Yeah.
there's no one blocking the committee's list anymore. So it'll be a case of he's top of the list. He fits everything that we want. We'll just go and get him. And the thing that Fabrizio Romano said about Liverpool are doing things behind the scenes, that's the way we should do things. Like that's how it works. That's how it's always been with Edwards, and obviously Hughes is putting into place what Edwards had in the past. And we all know that all the media is talking crap about all the players that was targeted with, because Slot got asked whether he would try to sign Matt Wayfair, because it was all over the news that we scrambling last minute to try and
get him from Brighton. Yeah.
And he just said, no, I haven't spoken to him. I don't want him.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's just like,
just said it straight up. Yeah. I think Ait Nouri is a good player. He's very slippery. He gives me what's that guy? Mahrez vibe. I mean, they came from the same country, so so I think, but people have to understand. A lot of people are like, "Why are we getting players late?" Oh, at any time did you guys hear that he said we're gonna do our transfers will start in August? Did anybody hear that from in the?
Well, they asked him in total. That's Richard Hughes. Why all transfers are like? Why is it slow? And he mentioned all the tournaments.
And then Olympics
will start to ramp up around August times.
Right.
So,
but people assume that he said Liverpool's going to do transfers in August. He's talking about
the whole market.
Football
he's
in general.
Talking about himself.
Yeah, he was talking about football in general. Right.
Yeah.
You know, so
the next signing we'll get in, if we are as highly linked as we think we are, is probably Edison, because Brazil are out now. So
and this is what people don't get. A lot of
Atalanta, and we'll probably sign him.
These players are out now. They're going to be going to their holidays, so things are going to start moving from now to August. That's what basically I think he was trying to say. I think Edison will be a good addition. Are you in favor of Edison Savage?
I wanted him before we were linked to him, bro. So that's my guy, man. He's a baller, bro. Roughhouse, man. He's he's an aggressive guy, man. Yeah, I love him, I do, man.
The interesting thing about the Copa America as well, the best games Brazil played in the Copa America was when Edison played.
Well, Sleepy Forest is very skeptic. He thinks that we might not get anybody, so stop the false hopes. So his question, which is valid, he said, Ait Nouri is not playing international. Why didn't we sign him then? That's a very good question. Liverpool are in transition. They are putting everything together. Maybe it's not even Ait Nouri. Maybe it's somebody else. The question is, has any big club bought any player? Have you seen any transfer anywhere in the entire pyramid?
No, not if it wasn't PSR. Basically,
exactly. Those were players that needed to go. So people were making deals right away.
Transfers don't work like that, man. Transfers doesn't work like, oh, you've identified someone, so you mean you have to sign them now. I was speaking to my friend about this yesterday. Yeah. He was saying to me that, well, it was his client, and I won't throw him under the bus because he's not supposed to say anything like that. But see how the Villa deal's done with Barkley?
Yeah.
He told me about that deal 2 weeks before it was done. Because the geezer's an ex-firefighter and he works at Villa now. He's like, nice, had his medical and that already. And I was like, no, he's not. He's a Bournemouth player, bro. I mean, a Luton player. No, he was already done. So sometimes it's like they'll get stuff done. It's PR, it's press and all that stuff. They need to make sure it happens at a certain time. And also, people need to calm down with this transfer window. The transfer window opened, I think, the 14th of June.
It ends the 31st of August.
Does it matter if we get a player in now? As long as he's in by the time the season starts, brother, and you want him to get some kind of pre-season, that's all I care about, man.
Yeah.
The only reason we got our transfers done early last season is because they had release clauses, both of them.
Yeah.
Both our first transfers last season, which was McAllister and Sabolside, they both had release clauses. So, you know, we would have spoken to their agents ages ago and just gone, okay, yeah, we're happy. Yeah, okay, we're just going to activate the release clause. So it's done. So that was easy enough. But this is a different kettle of fish if we're going after players that other people are after. And I think Elise and Matt Sweefer are the only signings on the continent right now, like big ones that aren't PSR related. I think they've been done like yesterday and today. I think that's it.
Yeah, this whole thing about it's like take your time and let it happen.
It's not that
Now,
anyone's
what happens if they
wrong
buy
for
a player
transfers,
you don't like it? Doesn't mean that they didn't have. What's that?
Yeah, it's not that anyone's wrong for wanting transfers and that.
Yeah.
What I do want fans to do, if everyone cares so much, bro, try and do a bit of research to how transfers work, man. Because everyone thinks that Liverpool want this player, the player wants to come to Liverpool. That means tomorrow it's done. Bro, there's so much stuff to sort out, bro. There's permits. There's the living situation. They've got wives. They've got kids with schools, bro. They've got ill parents, and this person's over here, and I look after my auntie in the hospital over here. And bro, there's so much, but nobody, because people think these footballers are robots, bro. Not to mention they probably got holidays booked with their wife that they said they're definitely going to go on. You know, they did the same thing with Slot. And then when he came in, he said the exact same thing that we said on the channel.
Yeah.
No, I went on holiday. As you can see, I've got a tan. Don't think that we ain't been doing work the whole time. Don't think we ain't been doing work the whole time in the background. We have. I've been speaking to Richard Hughes every day, so he's probably waking up, has to speak to Richard Hughes before his wife wakes up, then look after his wife. Bro, come on, man! Like they're not robots. Preseason started technically now, but we don't play Betis till the 27th of July. On it.
Yeah.
Just relax, man.
And the crazy thing is as well is like Richard Hughes has come in. What a job he's had! Like seriously, like he's had no staff for a start, so he's had to get all the new staff in, and he's got to sort out 3 of the biggest contracts that quite possibly we've ever had, like all at once.
Yeah.
So he's got to sort out Salah, Trent, and Virgil, and he's also got to meet all the players who aren't really there, who maybe you can get hold of them, and then he's obviously got to work out, you know, what players he needs.
Yeah.
And everything's been in different places. Like people have been in different places all the time. They've never been located all in one place until now. And we're still missing half the squad.
Yeah.
We've got about 9 players back or something.
Exactly.
So
and people have to remember that the agents and the players they work as a tandem, but they're not the same person in it. So if, for example, say you want to come to Liverpool, but not for the fact that it's big Liverpool, you just know it's a big club. And you've got options, or you think you're a certain level, you might just wait out on it. Your agent might go, okay, Liverpool's interested, and he's like, yeah, I think I want to try Liverpool still. It's like, okay, we're going to see what other clubs are interested as well at the same time. Let me do some bargaining chips, because when I speak to Man U, I'm going to tell them that Liverpool's interested, see what price they offer. All of a sudden, Man U offer an extra 20 mil. They're like, listen, I know you wanted to go Liverpool, but Man U said extra 20 mil. And in the agent's head, is like, yeah, my little 20%'s just gone up, bro. You know, like that. So that's how it works, man. It's simple business, bro.
Everybody's trying to put food on the table, people.
Bro, it's simple business, bro. Bro. It's like if you went out your way to look for a girlfriend, like you wanted a new wife, and you met this fire girl, but you know you're a catch, and you're about to go clubbing on the weekend, you might just go to the girl who you're dating, like, yeah, man, I don't know if I'm ready to have a girlfriend yet. I do like you though, but we'll have to wait and see. You go on your lad's holiday and that. And then you come back. Oh, you know what? I didn't meet anyone. I want you in it. You don't tell her that, but that's the truth, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's facts. And the thing is, people need to relax. I mean, this tournament has slowed everything down. Remember, a lot of clubs also have new managers. There's been there's a new thing introduced to football. You have to show your books. Back in the day, you have to wait till the end of the year. Now you have to show it. Right?
It was the end of June.
If you do taxes, you have to show your books before you could start buying players. That's why Chelsea, Newcastle, Forest, Brighton had to do it because they had to. Even Crystal Palace, they also had to show that, hey, you got to make sure that, that's why those players had to go quick. Now that everything has settled down, that's why you're not hearing Chelsea can buy any 60 million player anymore. People didn't think about that, huh? They can buy any 60 million, even with their death row contract. It doesn't work because they are on that threshold. Newcastle, same thing. Hence the reason why the Gordon situation came in. But they sold 2 players for very high, 2 or 3 players for close to 100 million. So now they are free to move around a little bit. So this thing is not as easy as people think. But yes, we all want some new players. I said 3 to 4, right? So let's see what we get. Now, there was also a big, I thought that was fake news, that Liverpool are willing to trigger the Nico Williams transfer fee. Do you guys believe that?
Nope.
No.
Well, no. Okay.
Not with them.
You want 350 bags?
Yeah.
The same as Salah.
Yeah.
I guess then we
21.
keep on moving.
He comes in and gets that, bro. Virgil's gonna be like, "You see that contract I was about to sign? I want more money, bro." And then Trent's gonna be like, "I want what
I'm the
Virgil's
captain.
got, bro." Yeah.
I'm the captain.
Bro.
I'm the captain. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's fun times, people. It's gonna be fun times. I think Liverpool on up and up. This manager, I'm very impressed with him. He looks calm. He's excited to be here. At the same time, he's very calm at the same time. You know, he's not doing that Sam Allardyce when he was coaching the English national team where he was smiling everywhere with the whistle in his mouth and the guy just had a 100% winning rate. But this guy, I think he's going to do things. But anyway, guys in the chat, please share, subscribe, like, get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. Let's get to 280, at least over 280 by the time this show is over. Man, damn, go to Savage channels. I'll put it in the bottom of the screen later. I'll put K-Max channel also in there. People, please, if you don't know what you're missing, go to their channel. But brethren, do you guys have anything coming up? Anything that we need to be watching? Or anything else that we need to discuss? And people in the chat, you guys know this is a community channel. Questions, bring the questions out, people. Bring the questions out.
I normally just put in my comments a show that I'm going to be on. I am doing a show with Frank in a week's time, which is going to be talking about conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
so that's going to be interesting.
Loves it, man. Come on,
that's going to be interesting. So check out that, and you'll probably see me on Jamie's or Ends or GTV or any.
Well, while we were talking, there's been some development. Adrian has done a video to show love to Liverpool fans. We appreciate you, Adrian. Thank you.
I love him. I do, man.
That's my guy. Viteslav Jaros now has been moved up to be part of the first squad goalkeepers. So I'm assuming he might not. We will not buy another goalkeeper. I don't think Kelleher might leave. Will Doak impress? As long as he stays healthy.
So I was so happy to see him come in training yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, he will. Nunes, clinical striker. Oh my goodness!
You know what's gonna? I can already predict what's gonna happen with Nunes when he comes back to Liverpool. For the first 10 or 12 games, he's gonna be firing, bro. And then he's gonna fall off a cliff.
He's gonna fall off.
Yeah, he's gonna fall off a cliff, and then right at the end of the season, he's gonna score like 4 more goals, and then everyone's like, "Oh,
he's back.
He's been great.
Keep him. Give him another season."
No, I mean we forget that we also have Jota. Jota has gone under the radar for a long time.
I've given Liverpool enough advice, bro. Tell Nunes, use that money on stem cell treatment for Jota's knees, blood.
Then I'm saying, send him to Germany, man.
Yeah, man. Scanlon the G should send Scanlon on loan though.
Scanlon, yeah.
It's too is really good, but he's kind of like he's little in it, like he's feeble, bro. He ain't got grown man muscle yet, man. Send him to Dortmund, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a player, bro.
Give him those.
Scanlon's been a bit like he's been played in too many different positions on that left-hand side. Like he needs to just get played where he's really comfortable, where he's the strongest. Either he's a winger or he's not a winger or he's a left back.
Left back,
Unfortunately.
Listen,
And-
Dortmund just lost Matson. Matson gone to Villa.
Yeah,
Scam them.
absolutely.
Man. Yeah, this
I'm
wasn't
looking forward. I'm looking forward to Curtis Jones next season. By the way, really
Same.
looking forward to seeing where he plays.
Same.
I'm hoping he gives him a chance on the left-hand side of midfield because I think
Jones
he did really
without
well.
injuries is dangerous, man. And I'm actually excited to see what Morton does in a Liverpool squad, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Because he ain't had that chance yet, and he's had a great season. So I'm looking forward to see how he plays, especially by Setic. That's my guy, bro.
Bacetic is a guy I want to see, man.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get given a chance as well next season.
I think so. So that's why everyone just hold your breath when it comes to buying DMs and that.
Where do they go?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, people in the chat, thank you so well for rocking with us. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Somebody said, "Shoot, yeah," he says, "Scotland alone." Maybe
Wolves would be good. I like that manager, O'Neill.
Send him to that's what I always said.
good shout.
Give them big up yourself, Philip. Appreciate
Big
you
up,
so
Philip.
much. Curtis, I think people don't understand. We don't have another player like Curtis in the team.
He's so good, man.
You see what I'm saying? So Curtis, the manager, if the manager can bring the best out of Curtis, watch out, McAllister. I'm just saying. McAllister can give you that pass, but Curtis is that baller, dude.
I'll tell you what though, how don't you think Argentina have got like a little bit of a Southgate manager? He seems to get all the easy runs to the finals. Talk about an easy run all the way to the Copa America final.
I have to just let everyone know now, as an England fan, if Southgate wins the Euros, bro, shameless savage has arrived, bro. I'm getting a waistcoat, so I'm getting the England top with Southgate's name on the back, bro. Get a bank holiday named in Southgate's name. The king needs to knight him. I'm here for it, Sir Southgate, the first of that. I'm here for it, bro. We ain't won anything since '66, bro. My mum was free, bro.
I'm all for it. I'm all for us doing a Greece.
I'm here for it, bro. Greece in Euro 2000, bro. All headers they scored as well. Just headers.
They were all headers. 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0. I'm here for it, man. Sorry, Holland. Man. Netherlands, by the way. Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, it was called Holland, in the Netherlands, isn't it? Holland's in Netherlands, isn't it?
I don't get it. It's all a bit weird.
No, Holland is a province in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's weird. It's a weird thing. It's like thingy, innit? Germany's not called Germany, it's Deutschland, innit? But
obviously, I didn't think about that.
And then when you said Dutch people, you mean
you know what England done, innit? We just do what we want. Just do what we want. What do you say your name is? Michael. All right, Steve. Good job, man. That's how we run, man. Great Britain and all that, bro. So I'm here for it, bro. But the games are on Tuesday and Wednesday, innit? And then the finals on
Wednesday.
Sunday.
I think the what's the game? France. France.
France, Spain Tuesday, Netherlands, England Tuesday. Wednesday, and then the final on Sunday. Hey, listen, I love Virgil and all that Gakpo, but sorry, hearts have to be broken, man. I'm not choosing you over my country. You can piss off with that shit.
That's hilarious. I'm telling you, man, I just want Holland to win just so I can throw dirt at Marco van Basten. And
they won't say anything nice about Virgil if Netherlands win.
Yeah,
they'll just say that, like, they'll say despite Virgil being captain, they still won. That's what they'll say.
The thing about it though is, I thought Turkey deserved to win that game.
So did I.
Turkey were good. Turkey were good, and all their players play in Turkey, which is mad. Apart from like Gula, that's it. I mean, that's insane. Right? And their best player got banned for basically doing the same thing.
What's the name? Spain also have a lot of yellow cards. Half of their team are banned for the next match. So I don't know how they're gonna go.
Loads.
Well,
France. Their manager escaped a bullet with that header in the last minute, bro. Because I'm telling you, Germany looked like they were going to win the game, not Spain. As soon as they took off their wingers, everything fell to shit, bro.
Yeah,
Can't take off
Yeah.
Williams and Lamar that early.
They thought they
Even
won the
if
match.
you're winning the game by a lot of goals and that, but
We're
it wasn't.
coasting.
They were coasting. And then,
Yeah, that
Right.
striker at the post and missed a.
Yeah.
He missed a sitter. Let's be fair. Like
Mhm.
it was an open goal. Like just
Yeah.
what was his name? Fulkrug.
This kid
Fulkrug.
almost also a baller though, undercover baller.
Almost been good, man.
Almost a baller, man. This kid, someone, I won't mind him be at Liverpool.
He's a bit injury prone now.
Yeah.
He's a bit injury
You know,
prone.
yesterday I brought this up and Harris also confirmed it. I know Liverpool fans were looking for Calafiori, but if you look at his injury record,
Didn't he do his knee? Didn't he do a knee ligament thing last season, or was the season before? He's
season before he had last season he was good. He was good. I think he had only 2 injuries, but
that's probably
previous seasons.
That could be a reason why he's not even on our list.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of clubs are he's good, but
we know the Liverpool way, man. The Liverpool way is we identify the best players in that position in the world, while the so-called best players, and then we just go and find someone who does exactly the same thing for cheaper. and the thing is,
100%.
it sounds like a horrible model, but it actually
works.
bro.
It works.
It's how the whole Moneyball thing worked in the first place, bro. You look at certain stats, what other people don't look for in it. That's the thing, how the Moneyball thing worked in the first place. It was like, okay, this geezer does this on the left wing and all that stuff. Money does the exact same thing, bro. And us as football fans, we see it all the time as well. We'd notice it. You know what I mean? So, listen, I'm all for it, man. I'm fully behind everything to do with Liverpool this season.
Yeah, me too.
I have no reason not to be in it. That means everything, bro. All the players, all the staff. I'll just run it for the whole season and see what happens in it. There's no point in me going crazy about it. And hopefully the manager can have a really good season, man. I don't know what that entails. I don't know what everyone's expectation is of Slot, but I just hope he has a really good season. So that's all on that, man.
I think his expectations are high because he's already said that he wants to get more than 83 points, which is.
No, I mean, he knows the job that he's in. Remember, this guy, he said with his chest, "I want this job." Now
have you noticed that he doesn't? Every time they bring up Guardiola, he doesn't want to hear it.
Nope.
No.
Every time they bring up Man City and Guardiola about this competition, he's like, "Yeah, but there's other teams in it." So
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, though. They need to stop talking about Klopp to him now. Like Jesus Christ.
That's what I said. I allowed them the first press conference and the interview. I'm hoping from that point on, now it's just all him.
Yeah. I'm hoping they just
from that
stop
point on,
it
because he's very respectful, but after a bit, it will become annoying.
What am I?
Yeah.
And I like he's very respectful, but you could tell this guy has a very ruthlessness. That smile is just a mask. That smile is just a mask.
I'll tell you something he's got previous with though, and this should make Liverpool fans feel a little bit better. He can really work wonders with strikers. Like he can turn strikers from like 6 to 10 goals a season to like 20 plus goals in a year. Like, and he's done it a lot, like 4 times with 4 different strikers over the years at the previous clubs. Nunez isn't quite dead yet.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, man, but he shouldn't be that. All he has to do is a little whisper to Nunez to stop missing open goals, bro, and then he'll get it. Because he scored. Nunez scored quite a lot of goals anyway, and then he missed a lot as well. So I'm just like, calm down. It's simply a word. I feel like Nunez. Some of the stuff he does, you just have to have a conversation with him. Say, big man, just calm the fuck down, bro.
Take a breath.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You stop doing everything at 100 miles per hour, bro.
Yeah, it is.
So that question, the formation question,
do fly at 100 miles an hour though. Like they do fly at 100 miles an hour. Uruguay, bit mad.
So that question came from Redman TV, the whole formation thing.
Yeah, it was Chris Pager.
Yeah, it was him.
Every other question in that whole thing was rubbish, bro. Like boring.
Yeah, I thought I heard James Spears also ask a question. I was like, they brought you back, huh?
Now, big up Redman TV for that, man. If you're content creators, bro, and you finally get in that room, you don't want to after been talking shit about the journalist your whole life. You don't want to be in the room and then start acting like a journalist as well. No, ask the proper questions, man. You don't have to be rude about it, and he wasn't. You know what I mean? Said it with a smile on his face and that. Yeah, I respect it still.
Big up to Liverpool 12 man. Yeah, big up to Liverpool 12 man. People, I mentioned some lists. This is another man that you guys need to go follow. You guys need to subscribe. He is Liverpool through and through. You don't say he doesn't want to hear any negativity about his Liverpool people. So if you're a Liverpool fan, that's the man you need to follow. That's my guy right there. Big up yourself, Liverpool 12 man.
Every day he does a broadcast. Every day.
12 man's been on a
12
bro,
man
for the
is
last however many months, bro. This man has been ruthless with the stream.
the man is trying to take over the Sky Sports, man. I'm just saying. So go check him out. Big up 12 man.
Big up.
Yeah, but Ancelot, I mean, the questions was kind of like, I think they were trying to trip him, and they realized that this guy can really speak English.
Yep.
You know, he understood the questions where the people were, so they couldn't really. It became like, oh shoot, he answers one person's questions, and it kind of encompasses everything that everybody wanted to ask. So the questions were like, oh, well, he answered it.
Yeah, they were running out at the end, weren't
They were running out of questions. And then somebody asked him when Klopp came in, he said he's the normal one. What do you call yourself?
Yeah, he answered that question like a politician, bro.
Oh,
he,
man.
He spun him around so much that they didn't realize that he never answered it. He never answered
the question. He didn't even
it.
say what he was.
All he ended up saying was that Klopp's anything but normal. And then all of a sudden it was on to the next question. And I'm sitting there like, hold on. He didn't answer that question, bro. But they're trying to get the headline in it. He ain't trying to make headlines, bro.
Yeah.
Any headlines apart from the 4-3-3.
He does look like, though, and I don't know yet, but he does look like if we lost the game or something and they came in with stupid questions, I don't think he's going to sit around for them, bro.
No.
Yeah, because you know, in like over there, the journalists are very direct in it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in England, they sound like they're trying to get stuff out of you by saying weird stuff. Over there, they'll just be like, "You lot played shit today, innit? So why did you play shit?" That's what it is, bro.
He also doesn't talk about the refs as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
He literally says, "I'm not going to have a conversation about the referees because there's absolutely nothing that me saying is going to change anything."
He wants to stay away from the old.
He'll stay away from that.
Yeah,
Stay
he
away
wants
from
to
that.
stay
That's
away
a good
from
thing,
that.
by the way. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure we're gonna be hearing some soundbite from. But 12 Man has a question. He says, "Who do you think has been the best player in Euro or in the Copa?" First of all, 12 Man, this tournament has been trash. There has been moments, but it's been trash. We are very worried about the future of football. Yamela put a quiet smile in my face, but I'm still worried. Nico puts a smile on my face. Carver put a smile on my face, but Mbappe, I'm very worried. I think he hits a wall. But if you were to twist my hand,
Best player.
That's ooh.
I think the best player in the Euros went home yesterday, which is Xhaka. I think he's been the best player.
Xhaka has been balling. He's been consistent.
Every single game. Every single game.
Consistent.
And then Valverde.
Valverde, yeah.
Flippy
Forest said it.
Yeah.
I think the best player.
Oh, actually, Rodri as well. Rodri's been amazing.
I think Rodriguez has been the best player in the Copa de America for Colombia.
Who?
He's been good.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
James?
Yeah, James.
Yeah,
Really?
I think he's been the best player, and I think the best player in the Euros is the guy from Georgia who went out, Makadazi, the forward.
Oh, yeah. They got that bad boy goalkeeper as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Rodri's been cold for Spain, though, I have to say. Man.
I actually think the Turkish goalkeeper was better than him.
Yeah. Doing good performances.
I think they've been the best players. Which is terrible, isn't it? Because we're down to like the final four, and there's no one in their team.
You're out of the final four teams. Only Spain have got players who have been really good. The rest of the teams have been terrible. Bro.
France hasn't scored a goal.
They haven't scored a goal.
Really good for Spain.
Open play.
Really good.
France has not scored.
Oh, yeah, Olmo's been good. Rodri's been good. Yeah. Williams and Jamal's been good.
Mm-hmm. So Mostella was pretty good for.
Michela was good. Yeah, Michela was good.
Yeah,
Vitini's been good. Yeah, Dustin's right. Vitini's been good for Portugal.
You know, Rodri. I know Rodri. What's his name? Vini was trash. Rodrigo was trash. Argentina, McAllister has been. Yeah, he's chilling. It's too easy for them to.
I mean, Messi hasn't been great either.
Ooh.
Messi hasn't been.
No, Messi
fantastic.
hasn't been great.
But they'll still win it.
Somebody asked, do we have a chance to sign Ada
He
Gula?
only just signed for Real Madrid.
Yeah, he just went there.
Yeah. We only used him towards the end of last season off the bench. He was
I
good, though.
don't think so, because he started scoring for them at the end of the season. I think he
Yeah,
scored
he
6
was
goals
scoring
in 10
when
games.
he was resting for the Champions League and that he was cooking, man. He's so good, bro.
But
So
this is the thing with James. Don't call me James Rodriguez. He is a tournament player. He does well in tournaments.
He's still only 32, you know, which is mad. He's been around for so long.
You know,
Do you remember that goal he scored and he had like a locust on his on his shoulder when he scored it, and it was like this big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Everton move killed him, man.
Yeah, killed him. Oh god, yeah, he went to Everton.
He followed Ancelotti, and then Ancelotti left him there.
From Bayern.
Yeah,
and then he left him cold-blooded. Copa. Yeah, I mean, I think Uruguay.
Canada has a chance. They can stink their way through.
Canada almost beat Argentina the first game. If they are putting their chances away, it would have been different right now. It's a Gakpo for this Euro, guys. I think he's going to win Golden Boot if they do politics, but my guy own goal should win Golden.
I think Gakpo's been very good, but I don't think he's been incredible.
Yeah,
he's just been balling.
He doesn't stand out like.
It's in moments when he came out for Netherlands, like it's big moments. In fact, the Turkey game, he was on it all game, but the other games, it's been like 30 minutes here, fades away, 20 minutes here, fades away. So, yeah.
Functional.
Now, when we're talking about Germany, this is the power hour. I'm not fully sold on Nagelsmann. His tactics sometimes. The game against Spain, he should have not started Havertz. You should have put a out-and-out striker and put Wirtz in the game.
What out-and-out striker did have? They've only got Fulkrug and Havertz, isn't it?
Yeah. The false 9 thing doesn't work well with Germany.
No, but he made really big moves, like tactically. Like he took
off Sane.
He took all his big players off and completely changed the game, and they should have won it. Like they really should have won it.
I can't lie. We came up on this one. Like I think that on the players on the pitch, man. I think you made the right choices, but they just didn't put the ball away.
But then the players that came off the bench are the one who changed the game for him.
But he made the changes. He made the changes. Like he took who did he take? He took the ex-Man City player off. He took him off. He took Sane off. I mean, he took some big players off and changed the game. Like flipped it on its head, and they should have won it. Like you know, Mittelstadt had a really big chance. Andrick had a really good chance. Fulkrug had 2 like Nunes type chances.
That guy, he's not well.
Spain are a lot dirtier than people think, though, man.
They're physical, man.
They're dirty, man. I know that because Carvajal plays. But did you see Carvajal get the yellow card?
Did you see that switch he did? Did you see that switch for the goal?
But when he got sent off and the ref went over to him, he was like, "So," because he brought him down because they would have scored at it. He's like, "I don't care."
Yeah.
He's like, I'm banned next game anyway because the yellow you gave me.
Game, but safe. I don't care. Man. I love that, man. Have to be willing to put you know what I mean? You can't be running around. That's what France didn't have, bro. Although France's midfield. Woo. Camavinga, Tchouameni, and Kante.
Kante, man. God. Kante is that dude. Kante is that dude.
Yeah, he's serious.
Man. But anyway, people in the chat, thank you so very much for rocking with us. We appreciate you. You could have been anywhere else, but you are here with us. I'm not trying to bite on Jay-Z, but it's the facts. Please share, subscribe, like, go to Mandem's channels and do the same thing too. Please, if you haven't liked, please just click the like before you walk out the door. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about what Mandem's saying, see what's going on in the transfer world and the gossip world, whether it's true or not. That's not our fault. Anything coming up for you guys?
It's probably best to just subscribe in it because I'll definitely do something on the Euros after both core semi-finals. Actually, if
Okay.
England lose, bro, then I might not be in the mood. But yeah, I might not be in my.
I think you should do. Can you do watch along?
you
I'll watch some of your watch
you want to
alongs
see
as
me
well,
mount
they were
on
funny.
screen? You want to see me die on screen, bro?
I seen a few of them last season.
Yeah, bro. I've
They
had
were
some,
better than
there's
the
been some bad
games.
ones, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the man
the
you
games,
one I didn't finish the watch along. I just turned it off. I'm so pissed, bro. Hold on,
Oh,
where
man.
anyone know where Rod is, bro? Bro, Rod is the funniest guy. This guy here,
Yeah.
I think it was. I don't know if it was the Netherlands match. He done a watch along, bro. This watch along lasted 14 minutes, bro. he just disappeared, bro. He didn't say bye. He didn't say I've got technical difficulties, bro. He was just on
He
screen,
was out.
and he stopped his camera, and then he just ended it, bro. Just gone, bro.
Yeah.
We got Rods, man. That's
Yeah, me too. Liverpool 12 man. Me too. I think Virgil should win just to shut up Van Basten and Gullit. But anyway, peeps, thank you so much for rocking with us. K-Mac, Savage, Quincy Bolt.
Big up, man. Love, bro.
Yes.